Okay, so I said in my last video that I have a blast gate opener, and so thought I would show you kind of the current setup here for the dust collector. And so basically it works really well, with the exception that at times I'll forget to open up that blast gate, and then I'll remember and then have to open it. So today basically I just turn on that switch there, and then I'll turn on that switch, and then I'll come over here, I'll open up this blast gate, and then all the dust will go outside. If I did a whole lot of this, I would probably have a unit outside, but as it is right now, the little that I do would work. It doesn't really collect a lot outside. So anyway, this is kind of the current setup. As you can see down here, I'll be using this plug-in here, and so let's get started. So I'll pause here for a second and show you what comes in the kit. That does about right there. So I got 3 items here. I got the blast gate. Let's see if you're seeing that. 4-inch, as well as a controller that you hook up to a cord. It detects electric, and then this is what plugs into the dust extractor that triggers the turn on whenever it senses electricity being used. I'll show you in a little bit what my plan is, to do a little small electrical cord that I can use on multiple woodworking equipment, and I'll attach this to that small little pigtail that I can use, because I'd never use all the equipment all at once, and if I do, I'll just buy more of these, and then it will detect that. So the blast gate, first of all, this is the first item. I watched some YouTube videos to see how this works. Basically my plan is, show you here. Plan is to replace this guy here with this, and bolt that to the wall. Probably glued that up there. Let's see here. No. Pretty tight. Looks like I'll need a coupler. All right, before I get too far ahead of myself, I want to verify that this thing is going to in fact do what I suspect it's going to do. Here's the pigtail I was talking about. This cable is ranked for 15 amps, so I'll probably get a single cord and rate it for at least 20 amp. So let's get this thing disassembled. I think this maybe plug in. So inside here. Then this USB plugs in there. Unplug the X tool. All right, so let's see if this is just as easy as plugging it up without having to read the instructions, but sounds fairly intuitive. But should plug this into this. It's a sample. Okay, it just closed. If I turn on the X tool, it should open up. So, without reading the directions, All right, so I had to pivot a little bit here. Seems as though no matter which way I work this, I would have to go outside and remove the part that's glued on the outside of the exterior and replace this pipe with a larger pipe, or I could take a little bit of an easier route out. As you can see here, these are the same diameter, so I basically am going to put back that coupler, and I'll show you what I'm going to do next. So I'll put this back like it was, screw that down, and then I got this coupler I can put here, and then put this there. So what I need to do then is essentially create a frame that builds this up appropriately, basically 4.5 inches. It's mounted. So temporarily put this mounted there. So, plugging this in here, this little green indicator, whenever it's open, this will show up green, so you know that in fact it's open. I've got the dust collector plugged in there. Dust collector is currently set to on. So now I should be able to turn on the X tool. Dust extractor turns on. Showing green. Look up in there. Keep this blast gate up there temporarily until I see everything is functioning as needed. So I'll go in there and turn it off, turn the X tool off, and then let you see that. The way that this works is you can set the iVAC to close the gate in 2 seconds, the blast gate in 2 seconds, or by default it's 50 seconds. It's recommending to leave it 50 seconds. So whenever I turn this off, the dust extractor will turn off, but the blast gate will stay open for 50 seconds. So we'll watch that. So the X tool takes just a second or two to power down, which then triggers the dust extractor to turn off. And then this, you'll see the green will close in 50 seconds. And then we'll go outside and see it closed. See, it's no longer green there. Then we'll go outside and look at it out there. There it is, closed. Very nice. You happy, girl? You happy, girl? It's your kind of weather, isn't it? It's a little chilly outside. I think it's about 30 degrees. Alice happy? You happy? You happy? Getting close to being the finished product here. I did a little bit of wire management. Could be much better. Let's plug in the dust extractor here. Okay, I'm going to go turn on the X tool real quick. Open immediately. Tell on the indicator here. It's great. Turn the X tool off. It takes a second for the X tool to power down. Dust extractor turns off. And then 50 seconds later, the blast gate should close back up. just closed. All right. Trying to clean up a little bit here. So I've got everything back in place where it's usable. Okay, after further thinking about this, I thought about how do I make that not stand out as much. So I wrapped it with landscape fabric, and it doesn't stand out near as much, and it's looks much better than the raw wood. So anyway, making some progress here. Let's make sure everything's back in order after I've disassembled everything and put it back together. Let's get it started here. All right, so that concludes this project, and we'll see you on another one where I've got a lot of other projects lined up. So thanks for watching. Click like and subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one.